Serialization is a method of saving array information. You cannot simply save an array and its structure, especially if it's a multidimensional array. There are many cases where you may want to pass the contents of the array from page to page in your script, or to save it to the hard drive to be retrieved later. This is where serialization comes into play. Serialization will convert the array and all of its values into a string that can then be unserialized at a later point to reassemble the array. The one value that cannot be serialized is a reference, such as a database connection reference or a file connection reference. These would have to be recreated when the array is unserialized. To serialize an array, you pass the array into the function serialize. The function returns the serialized or flattened array. You can then save that or append that to a link to be passed into another page. To reassemble the array, you simply pass the string into the unserialized function, which returns the assembled array. So here's an example of serializing and unserializing an array. We have our array, which we'll print out here. We'll then serialize it, which we'll also print out. And at that point, if this was some sort of script on a website, we do something with that serialized array. And then when we come back, we unserialize it into another array, and here we'll print it out. So if we take a look at that, we should see this array being printed out in the printar, then a serialized version of that array, and then after it's been unserialized, again, we should end up with the exact same array. And there we go. We have our original array. We have the array after it's been serialized, and we have the array after it's been unserialized. Exactly the same as we started with. This is very useful for saving information to a user's cookie or for retrieval when they return to a site, such as preferences or other user-specific information. We'll get into cookies and sessions a little bit later.